What is our habit? Use praman. Which praman? Pratyaksh and pratyak based praman. Only pratyaksh is not there. Because if it has rained outside, you don't see the rain, but you see the water all around. You say, Acha bhai, Arthapatti praman is there. It must have rained. Postulate. Or it is very quiet. A lot of shoes are kept outside. You say, I think satsang is started. There are pratyaksh based praman. So we are habituated to using a certain praman only. Once this habit comes, it is becoming difficult. Here, the point is, same praman we are using for knowing Brahman. And now the person says there is no Brahman. Why? Bole dikhta hai, I can't see it, I can't touch it, there is no pratyaksh praman, no anuman, no arthapatti, no upman, no anuplabdhi, koi praman hi nahi. Where is Brahman? कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा है. कहां दिखाओ ब्रह्मन? कहां दिखाओ ना ब्रह्मन. If God was, the communists will come. If God was there, he would have come. Why so much disaster is there in the natural? When the God is there, why can't he see that? How can so many people die when God was there? So they want some God who is pratyaksh and pratyaksh based praman. This is, he said, Naiva vacha na manasa praptum shakyo na chakshusha. That Brahman is known not by vak, vacha means speech, na manasa, anuman praman, na chakshusha, my pratyaksh praman. Vacha is laukik shabd praman, worldly shabd praman. Manasa is, bolo, anuman praman. And chakshusha is pratyaksh praman. Is not known by any praman. Praman I am using, don't ask what is praman. First classes were only on praman. 1 or 2 classes. You cannot say I don't know. If you don't know, then it is not right. Then what do you say? Astiti bravato nyatra. Somebody is saying it is there, it is known as asti. Asti? What is the meaning of asti? What is the meaning of asti? अब ध्यान देना. These are all very beautiful but little more serious topics are there. And my time is less. So, whenever any product is dissolved into its cause, then the product has, any product has 2 things in it. ध्यान देना. Supposing there is a pot. Pot is made out of what? Mud. One thing you missed it out. When you break the pot, mud is there. But mud, when the pot was there was 2 things. Shape of pot plus isness was also there. When you broke the pot, then mud is there plus isness is there. Isness is not broken. Then you say mud is. Supposing you burned that mud, it became ash. But again ash and isness is there. Again you burn the ash till it goes through supersaturation. Then you will say evaporation is there. It has become water and vapor is there. So what is going on when you merge the effect into the cause? Name and form is disappearing, but isness is not disappearing. Isness remains the same. And isness is not something which is a name and form. Don't use the word abstract. This abstract word I don't like, because you can't define it. Brahman is not something abstract. I will say it is not conceivable by the senses. Every word we are very miser in using. Worldly words. We are very conservative, because it will give another meaning. Therefore, sometimes we use the word like this. Atma plus mind is Jeev. Have you heard this? I have little reservation. Why? Don't use plus, etc. Because plus means two entities are there. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Wheat flour plus ghee plus sugar is equal to halwa. See, this plus all can exist separately. So you can use it very loosely, but I prefer to be safer. What I will say, Atma conditioned by the mind is Jeev. Try to bring more accuracy in your expression. Initially we used to use like that. Plus, minus, Ishwar minus Maya is Brahman. Brahman plus Maya is Ishwar. ऐसा बोलते हैं. You can use it. Sometimes I see in the books also. If a person understands what he is saying, no problem. But onlooker may not misunderstand it. So I will not use the word plus. I will use the word, if you take away the name and if you go back in the cause, name and form starts fading away. But existence per se does not fade away. And that existence is alone is there. I hope this is little clear. You cannot say that because that existence cannot be perceived by the senses, therefore it is not there. You cannot say like that. Because everything goes back to its cause. So whenever a product, if there is a product, that means if the cause was having something called existence, therefore in the effect existence is in everything. Because the basic cause was existence, not existent. I am saying existence. When you attribute the existence to a quality of a thing by mistake, then you say book is existent. I am saying not existent, it is existence per se, without an object. I am not saying there is existence of a book. I am saying existence is different than the book. If book is destroyed, existence is not destroyed. That means existence was not a part, product or a property of a book. If I throw away the book, it has become waste, or it has become, dust. The dust is existing, is there. Existence is not, you cannot destroy existence. Ultimately you can go to the cause, will be existence only. This is the main thing. So astiti bruvataha anyatra. You cannot say, because Brahman is not seen by eyes or known by mind or by speech, therefore you cannot say it is not there. Okay, okay, okay. I think I have understood it. Okay, very lot of patience is required. If the cause of the world was non-existence, if the cause of the world was non-existent, so cause will pervade in all the effect. Okay, cause will pervade in all the effect. If something is made out of gold, gold will be in the product also. If something is made out of mud, mud will be in the product also. So if non-existence was the cause of the world, which you are saying, student, therefore in all the effect, everything should be known as non-existing. Mike is non-existing, because non-existing is also one cause. Cause should be in the effect. Because you perceive everything as existence, therefore existence was the ultimate cause of every effect. So don't think because Brahman is not graspable by the regular means of knowledge, therefore it is not existing at all. This is a wrong kind of postulate. I hope this much is clear. We take more on this subject, what to do. No, but which is the means of knowledge by which Brahman is known, if not by regular means of knowledge? Bolo? Shabda Praman. No, Shastra Shabda Praman. And we will also reason it. Because every reasoning requires a data. Reasoning requires a data. So we will use the reasoning from the scripture. Data will be provided by the scripture. That area of reasoning from where data is provided should be where Praman is operating. If eyes are knowing the forms, why that person was there? How did you know that person is standing? Did you see him? No, but I smelled. No, then there's doubtful knowledge. You cannot use another Praman's area for reasoning. The data should be provided by the same Praman. As is the Praman, similarly data should be of that Praman and not different Praman. You may smell, it will be speculative knowledge. Everybody has their own smell. Only he smells a lot. Some people may be like that. But did you see him? No, I didn't see him. But as I was sitting in the temple, I could make it out he is there. You see the God or you go there to smell all these things? You are doing meditation jap or you are going to smell? You should be a sniffer then. You are using a wrong reasoning. You are using the reason of another Praman to prove another Praman. Got my point? If something is there, you can say, no, I saw. So seeing is the Praman. Reasoning should be from that Praman. So don't use because I don't see, therefore Brahman is not there. You are using a wrong area reasoning for going to another. You are going to another Praman where this reasoning is not accessible there. It is non-accessible reasoning there. I hope you are getting my point. It is not accessible there. By nose you cannot see the taste. Sometimes you feel food is very tasty, but it is not, because nose gave a wrong knowledge. You go, you feel such a nice tasty. Wow. A nose is not the proof. Nose gave that this is the smell. But tasty food is there. It will be speculative knowledge. Only I think food will be tasty because it is smelling like that. Very nice fragrance. I think there are samosas there. But moment you ate, this Praman said you were wrong. And sometimes eyes are also confused. So sometimes it is there, they put lot of dishes in front of me. So I kept one dish out like that. He said, Swamiji, why you kept it out? I said, sweet dish I take later. I mean, not sweet dish. No, it is halwa. No, it is not halwa. It is savory dish is there. We eat with them. But eyes gave them. Eyes gave a wrong knowledge. Sometimes opposite happens. Kheer is there. They have put kesar. Kesar, you know what? Saffron, etc. Saffron is there. They put lot of saffron sometimes. I thought it is dal. I took vegetable, achar, chutney, and dipped it in it. Thank God nobody saw. Such a flop case. You are using a wrong praman. Eyes are trying to be praman for taste now. So if you have any such doubt, better to taste it with your spoon or with your fingers, whatever is available. And if a spoon is not there, with South Indian style, you can just taste like that. In South Indian foods, they use very less spoon. They will pour everything. Sapad, ऐसे करते करते. Sapad is a name for food there. Pura whole sambar will be there, totally liquid sambar. And they will pour in that, ऐसे. Gurudev also used to eat like that. अब देख रहे हो प्रमाण, आप समझ रहे हो what is the problem here? Praman is for the eyes, something is with form should be known by eyes. I am using that which is proved by Shabda Praman called Brahman. I am using the Pratyaksh Praman now. And the reasoning of Pratyaksh Praman you are using there, but it is not to be used there. You will have wrong knowledge then. When Upanishad has said Brahman is existing, now I will use the reasoning from the Shastra to prove. Not that I am not going to use any reasoning. I will use the reasoning there. Reasoning's area, don't jump in another area of reasoning where that reasoning will not work. Okay. Okay. I understand that. So just now I proved because there is an asti cause of the world, therefore everything is astitva. Anyatra katham upalabhyate. See the word here. It is said here. So, kahan gaya ye? 1 minute. Naiva vacha na manasa praptum shakyo na chakshusha astiti brubhato nyatra katham upalabhyate. How that can be? So, astiti bruvata, somebody who is seeing. Purushat. Bruvata Purushat is there, Panchami. Anyatra Purushe, other than that who is saying existence is there. Who other can? It's an objection. So, I think I had made you write the Anvay also. You can see there. Asti, somebody said existence is there. Bruvata Purushat. Anyatra, other than that person who is saying that existence is there, tat atma tattvam katham upalabhyate. How can that atma tattva be known other than this person who is saying it is existing? So this is about the faith. Let's not go to next verse about the same thing. Asti tyevopalabdhavyah. Some people chain got down, chain pulling ho gayi. Asti tyevopalabdhavyah अस्तीत्येवोपलब्धव्यः तत्त्वभावेन चोभयोः अस्तीत्येवोपलब्धस्य तत्त्वभावप्रसीदति. Again, अस्तीत्येवोपलब्धव्यः तत्त्वभावेन चोभयोः अस्तीत्येवोपलब्धस्य तत्त्वभावप्रसीदति. So here Uplabdhavya, that Paramatma, that self should be gained. How? Asti iti. By somebody is saying Asti iti. That means here Asti is what? By the Upadhi, by the conditioned Brahman. Conditioned Brahman. One should first think Brahman is there, then he should go for it. Go for discovering it. So, यदा तु तद्रहिता विकार्यात्मा कार्यं च कारणवृत्तिकिरण नास्ति तस्मादपोय असत्वादि पक्षम असुरम अस्ति इति उपलब्धव्य. So here asti iti uplavdhya means there is sopadik atma there. Atma is with upadhi. No, I didn't understand. I did not understand what you are talking. Sometimes one who talks should be different than who is addressed. Some people talk and themselves understand. In the universities also I saw some teachers are there. They talk, they themselves understand, they are happy. Students are not understanding anything. They never identify with the students. They are such a bad communicator. They are good in knowledge, but very bad communicators. अरे भाई हमको समझ में नहीं आया है, आप समझाइए तो हमको. I did not understand. But I understood. Why should you understand? One patient was there. So doctor came to see the patient. Doctor said he is dead. He is no more. The patient got up. He said, I'm alive. I'm not speaking, or I'm not. So wife said, you know more than doctor. भाई अस्ति इति एव उपलब्धव्य क्या बोला आपने? What did you say? I'm coming. Why are you so in a hurry? No, you said what is it? Sopadik. Sopadik. What is sopadik? Brahman with conditioning of name and form or maya or avidya is called sopadik Brahman. Brahman with conditioning. This mic is also Brahman. But this mic is a Brahman with a conditioning with a certain name, certain form. Oh, because existence along with this particular form is called mic. Only this is tree. Existence with the conditioning with a certain form and weight is called tree. Only this person Raju. Raju is the name of existence conditioning with a particular form. The little pot belly and long hair without glasses some pan in the mouth, handbag, suit means briefcase, and he puts on a typical tie. This Brahman condition with this particular form is called Raju. Papaya. Papaya is also the name of a Brahman with a particular form with this color is called papaya. Actually, papaya is not independent thing because each pore of the papaya existence is there. There is nothing which excludes that. So everything in this world is Sopadhik Brahman or Brahman along with conditioning. So asti iti eva uplabdhavya, it means first see the Brahman along with the conditioning. That everything is here with the Brahman only. Okay, I think I'm understanding your line. Is it okay now? Okay. Then, so asti iti eva uplabdhavya. Don't pronounce half-sa here when we are chanting. Half-sa is a rule of conjugation. It's called sandhi rule. So there, when you, I know, generally people say like asti evo uplabdhastas. Don't use half-sa there. If you are pronouncing the whole line, then you can use the half-sa. Then you can say asti devo plabdhastas tattva bhavena chobhayo. But moment you put a pause there, then means you are not joining the word. Yes, a stepmother. So you cannot say, you can't put a pause between a stepmother then. You cannot say stepmother. You have to say in one breath only stepmother. It's one word. Father-in-law is one word. You can't put many pauses in between. Father-in-law. So that means there is father is in some law firm or there is some law matter is there. So these pauses are very important. Okay. So astitevopalabdhavya, that means, what do you mean by that? That means the Brahman along with the conditioning should be known, perceived, grasped, understood, intellectually appreciated. Okay. I have understood now. Then what you want to say, please say again, because I am in a hurry. I have no time now. My time is running out. Second line. Tattva bhavena. Ab if you don't know Anvay, you will get thoroughly confused. Tattva bhavena is not connected with chobhayoho. Students, please see. Here tattva bhaven paschat saha tattva bhaven cha uplabdhavya. That Brahman which was with conditioning should be known or attained without the conditioning. This is where you win, when you have Sanskrit behind you. Otherwise you have to see translation. That depth will never be coming now. Well, I'm learning slowly. What can I do? I'm already struggling a lot. So paschat tattva bhavencha uplabdhavya. Uplabdhavya should be in bracket. If you see to the students, I must have given the Anvay. Not written here. Copy is there. Tattva bhaven means what? Know it as without conditioning. Why to know it without conditioning, sir? Why to know it without conditioning? That Brahman is without conditioning. Why? I'm telling you why you are in a hurry. Supposing pot is there. Pot is existence with a particular shape is called pot. Right? Well, right. Now you tell me, existence is everywhere or not? Bole, no, beyond something existence is not existing. So not existing is also existing. So you cannot exclude anything from existence. And if existence is everything in everywhere, existence can have part. Huh? Can have. Sorry? Part is there, that means outside there is something else. If this is a part, that means here there is no mic. Something moment to put with a shape or part, that means it is excluding something. South Africa's map is there. Outside that map, it is not South Africa. It may be Swaziland, Mozambique, etc. etc. So existence cannot have a shape. You cannot say outside of existence there is something else, because something else also is existing there. And therefore existence will be shapeless. If existence is shapeless and existence is partless, that means existence is everywhere. Yes. Oh, good to understand that point. Very good. Oh, sounds interesting. The sun also existence is there. Yes. Moon also. Jupiter also. Saturn also. Pluto also. Mars and Mercury also. Tell me more planets. All over. No, don't get irritated with me. I'm a good student. Therefore I'm asking. Okay. That existence which does not have any part, can it mix with something? Again say slowly. That existence which does not have any part, can it mix with something? No. Then how come you are saying existence of flower? How this flower and existence has mixed together? What did you say? No, you only said existence is partless. Yes, I said that. Then why you are putting existence of flower, why you are putting this shape along with the existence? Well, flower, leave it, take another thing, or take a paperweight now. Only temptation with the paper, I feel like hitting somebody. So, the flower is safe. So, existence is in this house of paper. Bhai. Then it is mixed with this, because existence can't mix anything. Then what to do? What to do, sir? My dear, come near and be clear. What? That this is not a flower. Existence is appearing as a flower. This name and form is superimposed, like the screen appears as a water in the film. Titanic film you saw. And the water must be there in Titanic. I have not seen. Neither I have any desire to see. Water is not anything other than the screen. If you want to see the screen in the film, what you have to do? If you want to, supposing film is going on, and you have to see the screen, burn the water. Why are you burning it? You have to recognize it intellectually only. Don't do anything. So it is, when it is written here, asti tyevo uplabdhavya, one sentence. Second sentence, tattva bhaven uplabdhavya. Know it as without conditioning. So one was with conditioning, first you know. Second is without conditioning you know. I've already told Anvay, Sanskrit students. Paschat sa tattva-bhavencha uplabdhavya. Full stop. Third sentence. What is third sentence? Now, asti iti evoplabdhasya. Asti ubhayoho madhye. No, ubhayoho will go with this third line. Among those two. So, asti eva. Asti iti uplabdhyava eva paramatmana. Now here the third asti which we are seeing is asmi now. Then what do you mean to say? That existence is consciousness now. So Brahman asti is a stepping stone for Brahman asti asmi. Have they ever heard or not? Not. Brahman is I am. What was is am. Is not different than the am. Bole why? How come? How come? Please tell me. Are bhai, if existence were different than the consciousness, then existence will become inert. And everything inert will become non-existing. So you have to say existence has become non-existence. So existence will be same as consciousness. And if existence pervades everywhere, existence should pervade my I also. And therefore, asti is asmi. Existence is consciousness. Okay, I have understood, I think. Okay. Then, what do you want to say now? I have already said everything. Then last point is Tattva bhavaha prasidati. When you recognize this thing, Tattva bhavaha prasidati. What's the meaning of Tattva bhavaha prasidati? What's the meaning of Tattva bhavaha prasidati? It means you have known, Tattva bhava means you have known that Brahman in reality. Prasidati means it is revealed. It is revealed in reality. It is revealed in reality. Abhimukhi bhavati. Now, what is revealed in reality now? That this I alone am appearing in various forms and names. This is called Tattva Bhava. Not that simple mantra. It looks so simple. They are not that simple. It's like a capsule. Capsule has various things in it. Astitevopalabdhavyah tattva bhavena chobhayoho astitevopalabdhasya tattva bhava prasidati. So tattva bhava prasidati means revealed, and tattva bhava means I alone am is. I alone am is. So first astiti means with conditioning. Second tattva bhaven means without conditioning. And third asti means I am. Yes, asmi. And knowing this, that essence is revealed. I hope it is little clear. More we will see in our tomorrow's class.